Then if this will focus, I got this done from New York street parking. Yeah, I mean, it definitely adds character. I love it. You know, thank you to the mayor for this. Yeah, shout out to them. Great value, also very professional, also highly recommended. So this is the first car tour walk around type video, and I can't take credit for the idea because as per my last video, I actually got the idea from you guys commenting and giving me suggestions, so thank you for that. And at the same time, I've been watching a lot of overlanding videos. The YouTube algorithm just gave them to me, and I've been addicted ever since. And if you don't know what that is, that's when people take like their heavily modded SUVs or pickup trucks, and then they do like extreme off-roading into the mountains, into the forest, and then they do like camping overnight, like with their friends or something. They also like to do walkarounds of their rigs, where they basically show you what they've done to their car, where they put their tent, how they shower, how their in-car kitchen is set up, and it's pretty crazy. It's like us, but instead of going low and fast, they're doing like lift kit and practical. It kind of got me thinking, like, I'm pretty interested to see how other people have set up their MQB or GTI, or I guess not even MQB in general, just any heavily modded car. Like, I'm curious to see what they've done to it and why. And hopefully you guys are interested in that as well. Kind of like a throwback to the OG videos where I interviewed people about their Mark 7s, but now it's just less on the person and more on the car. That sounds kind of mean, but focus more on the car respectfully. Does that make it better? So yeah, hopefully I can turn this into like an ongoing series. And what better way to start off the series than to tour or walk around my own car. So let's get to that. So this is my 2016 GTI S base model that I bought new 5 years ago. Wow, now that I think about it, 5 years ago. And it's my daily. It's modded, but it's not as crazy as people probably think. Because it is my daily, I still want it to be practical, but at the same time still fun when I can. And I think it accomplishes that, and it's been great. I love it so far, and hopefully there's still more years to come with it. To start it off, I guess we'll go from front to back. In the front, nothing really crazy. The craziest thing I would say is these Ed's replicas headlights. So being that mine was an S model, I didn't get lighting package, no performance package, so I had the ugly stock halogens. It's a helicopter. So I didn't get no lighting package. I had the ugly stock halogens, and immediately one of the first things I did was replace them. And I got Edge replicas because at that time that was considered the best. I don't know about now. And it's the Golf R style, so the strip inside is chrome and there's no red strip that goes with the grille. I also got it with the HID 5300 Kelvin lights, I believe. The only two problems that I had with them is I think that side, the driver's side DRLs are not as bright as this side, and I emailed Ed and he told me to change the LED chip things with them, and the same problem. And I guess he wanted me to do other tests, and if nothing works that he would replace them, but I just didn't really bother with it, with the hassle. And the other problem was when I first got them, they didn't give me the warning that like my daytime running lights is out. But now once in a while, if I have my low beams on and I'm like using the turn signal, it'll say one of your DRLs is out, even though it's not. Speaking of lights, my fog lights are overlaid with the Laminex stickers, if that's what they're called. I forgot how much I paid for them, like 15 bucks. Just makes them yellow fog lights, JDM look. At first I wanted, you know, both the DRLs and then the daytime running lights to match, but then it kind of grew on me with yellow fog lights, so I got those. They're basically just stickers and you overlay them. To some people they're saying it seems more green than yellow, which I guess makes sense because the original OEM fog lights are like a tint blue, so when you put the yellow on them, makes them green, but they look fine for 15 bucks. Moving on, these are just black emblems from like eBay, front and back set. I got them like 5 years ago for like 20 bucks, I believe. You just snap the old ones off and you just put these on. Nothing really special about them. I don't have a cover because I broke my OEM ones when I was either installing or uninstalling my JB4, because the cover is just held on by these clips. I was pulling it here and then this corner just snapped, and then the cloth, was it the fire protector cloth thing, it was just hanging, so I just took the whole cover off and I just rock with no cover now. More engine noises, so that's pretty cool, right? The most obvious thing, K&N open intake. I didn't pay for this. It was just some guy on a block. He had a GTI, and I think he was trading his in, and he said he saw me around a lot in my GTI, so then he was like, yo, I'm giving my car back, my lease. You want my intake for free? And I was like, a $200 intake, I'll take it. I'm not gonna say no. I didn't do anything else to it. It's just stock the way it is. I just changed the cone. It gives cool wishy noises. Performance-wise, probably didn't do anything, but sounds cool. The number one mod, one of the most important ones that I would say top everything I've done to this car or everything in the engine bay, is an updated water pump. I'm on my second one, so hopefully it holds well. Knock on wood. No wood. I know people that have leaky water pumps and they're on like their fifth one. So considering I'm only on my second one, I think I'm lucky. Three things back here that you probably can't see. But number one, on the intake side, I have a Unitronic turbo inlet pipe. They sponsored me for that. They sent that to me. So shout out to them for that. And then over here, I have the Turbo Smart Compact EV blow-off valve thing. Does it work? Yes, I guess it's pretty cool. Is it worth it? I mean, I don't know. Personally, if I had to do it again, I probably wouldn't. Buy it again, I would have just left the stock diverter valve. But now that I have it on, you know, I'm not gonna return it. Then lastly, I have a CTS downpipe for my stage 2 Unitronic, which is over here. I think, is this the ECU? Fuse box. ECU, Unitronic stage 2 93 octane. It's just a simple on-the-shelf tune, nothing crazy. It's not custom to or anything like that. I think, well, their dyno chart says it's making like 337 to the crank. I've never dynoed my car, but maybe to the wheel mine is 300-ish. That's pretty good, right? I think. For turbo, it's still my stock IS20, which has been that for 5 years, and hopefully it will last for 5 more. And I think it peak boosts at 21.5 PSI, at least that's what it says on my P3 gauge. So with my Unitronic stage 2 IS20, peak boost 21.5. I mean, I don't know, it's pretty cool. I don't think I'm gonna go IS38, but I'm happy with it at the moment because it's fast enough for daily driving, and you know, it's good. It's good stuff. Moving on to wheel and suspension setup, it's stock height, and even though on stock height, I cracked my oil pan once already on these crappy, shitty New York City roads. So, you know, I'm definitely not gonna put springs or make it lower by anything as long as I'm living here in New York. In fact, I'm just one oil pan crack away from putting a lift kit on it. But stock wheels, tires, stock specs like 225, 40, 18. Just Goodyear, Eagle Sports, all seasons. I don't have the time and the patience to be switching out winter and summer tires. But yeah, all seasons. It's good enough. Hopefully it'll last, and I rotate them every once in a while, so make them last even longer. But yeah, they're okay tires. Oh, and then for brakes, still stock brakes, just not the performance pack ones, just the base model brakes, and still the stock pads too. So about almost 50k miles, 5 years, and still on the stock pads. Apparently I had them checked out like a month or two ago, and they're still fine. So yeah, that's pretty much it for my car's walk around. Like I said earlier, it's nothing crazy. It's modded, but not heavily modded. And you know, this video isn't to like brag or anything like that. It's just to show what I have done to my car and perhaps give you some ideas on what you can do to your Mark 7 GTI, especially if you've just started and you have money that's just biting your pocket and you have to spend it on car parts. Hopefully this gave you some ideas. But hopefully, because I want to turn this into like a, I don't know, like maybe a mini series, I can link up with other owners of heavily modded MQBs or Mark 7s. And it doesn't even have to be MQBs or Mark 7s at all, you know, just any well modded, interestingly modded, heavily modded cars in the car community. Hopefully I can link up with them, and you know, maybe the owner will let me do a video and present it on this channel. That's about it for me and my car tour, car walk around, rig walk around. whatever you want to call it. Thanks for watching, as always, especially if you made it this far. Hopefully you've enjoyed it. And you know, if you have any questions about what I've done to my car and why, feel free to leave them in the comments below, and I'll see if I can answer them. And catch y'all in the next one.